Okay, welcome back to Collins Country. In the last video, you've seen us build this fence. We added these gates in here, and right now these are manual gates. But what we're wanting to do is put some automatic gate openers on this. And we looked at a lot of different companies, and we decided to go with Ghost Controls. I don't know if you've ever heard of them before, but they are an excellent company for automatic gate openers. They offer so many different accessories to make it very easy for you to come in and out of your gates through your driveway, at your barn, wherever. They can even do remote areas where you don't have any Wi-Fi, where you don't have any electric. I'll show you guys the products that we're going to install here in just a second, but we do have electric at our barn here, so we do not have to have a solar panel. Now this system still operates on batteries, and the advantage of that is when you have an AC transformer to a DC source, you can run it a very long distance. So technically, if you have electric within 1,000 feet of your gate opener, you can run off electric and not solar. So if you're beyond 1,000 foot of electric, or you have a completely off-grid farm, then they do have the solar panel options, which would run the gate perfectly fine. So we're going to talk about our setup here. We have 12-foot tartar gates. You can use a very wide variety of gates for this Ghost control system, but we decided to go with the tartar because we're trying to keep our chickens from going into the road right here. And also these are 12 foot each. So we have a 24-foot opening here, which is really nice. So we're going to be able to swing a camper in and out, trailers in and out, and it shouldn't hinder us whatsoever. So this is dual gate Ghost control system. You can also do just a single gate as well. All right, let's go look at the products and then I'm going to install it. Okay, this is everything that we got right here. This is your controller box. This has the brains of the function. This will be the wireless receiver as well. Right here is your battery box. That's where you're going to store your batteries. This is the AC transformer that converts AC to DC, and that'll be able to charge your batteries. Otherwise, you would need the solar panels. These you actually install on the gates. These are the motors that run this mechanism in and out to open and close your gates. We got two of those since we're running a dual gate. This is a completely wireless keypad that will also open up the gate. And this right here is pretty nifty. This is a Ghost Controls Ghost Multi-Connect, so you can open the gate via Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, and that's what I'm really excited about. They have an app that you can download and you can open up the gates from anywhere. Ghost Controls does provide a nice manual for you, but if you don't want to go through that and you just want to use this quick start guide, they also provide this. It's only 20 steps. So we're going to start on this side with this gate right here because our controls are going to be mounted right here, and we're going to do one gate at a time. And just so everybody knows, if you are running a dual system gate, there are some wires that are provided with your motor that opens the gate that you will have to trench over to that side. So we're going to do that last. Right now we're going to focus on getting this side set up with all the controls, and we're going to run this gate to make sure everything's set properly, and then we're going to move to the second gate. So the first thing that we're going to start with is mounting this, and right now I just have it clamped in spot, and there are instructions on how to put this piece together right there. And then what you want to do is find a hole that puts you about 4 inches away from the gate, which is right here for us. This is how far we want this gate to open. So now I'm going to take this hardware right here and I'm going to put it in place right here before we screw this down. There's nice spacers, don't forget them. I'll tighten these up here in just a moment, but for now we're just going to hand tighten them. Now that I have this set where I want it, I'm going to go ahead and fasten this device to my post. Now, there's a lot of different fastening methods here, and they actually do provide you with through bolts, and you can specify what bolts you want. But I have these GRK screws that I really like, so I'm going to fasten mine with those. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and tighten these up before we mount our gate opener. Now we're going to pin the gate opener in place right here. And there's a spacer you need to put down here at the bottom. Take your cotter pin and put it down here at the bottom. There you have it. Now we're going to take the hardware and fasten it to our gate. Depending on your gate is going to depend on the type of hardware that you get. So we have a tube style here, so we're going to have the tube style hardware. So I'm going to go ahead and pin this on here so we can angle it and figure out where we need to put the tube hardware at. This one also has a spacer. We're going to go ahead and pin it in place. we have that. So it's going to come over here and open up our gate where we want it. That's where the hardware is going to be. So I'm going to go ahead and put these where I need them, and then we're going to fasten this to here, and then we're going to run bolts down through here. Okay, we're going to keep everything loose for now, but we're going to go ahead and drop these bolts in. I haven't tightened up this side either, but we're just going to hand tighten them for now, get everything situated how we want, and then we'll tighten them up. I'm going to go ahead and tighten up these two next, and then I'll pull this and just tighten up that one. Now, pull this pin, which is also how you would manually open and close your gate if you needed to. Cool. So there you go. Now we're going to mount the electronics and get everything hooked up. A lot of different ways you can mount this, but we're going to go ahead and just mount it right here on the railing of our fence. We're going to put 2 screws up here, and we're going to call that one good. This is really light, so you don't need a whole lot holding it on there. I'm just going to set these in here for now, and we'll wire it in here in just a minute. All right, I ran the cable for the motor, the gate opening motor, into here. I might cut this a little bit short so I can plug it into here, or we're going to fold it up and put it in here. Now I'm working on getting the actual battery charging cables over to here. So we're going to stick it up right through here. Okay. Just going to make this look nice and neat. Get it nice and square. We're going to tighten this down. Now that'll be sealing it tight. This is all completely weatherproof. We'll take this up and around. We can plug them in right here. Black with black, red with red, in case you needed to know that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get the batteries hooked up so I can go ahead and put this cover back on. There's a switch right here. It is still in the off position. Now the batteries are installed. You can lock this right here. Okay, after I connected the batteries up here, I went ahead and connected our first gate. Be sure when you connect this, also by the way, Ghost Controls gives you one of these. This is awesome. So it helps you be able to tighten these terminals down. Anyways, just make sure you don't tighten it down on top of the insulation or you won't make a good connection. Okay, so I just had to set the set points through the controller on the open and the close. So the close right here is set exactly where we want it. So each time I use my transmitter here, it should close it to this position. And when I hit the open, it should open it to right where we had it. So let's see if it works. We had to temporarily hook up our AC charger because we don't have that cable right now, but I wanted to get these batteries charged up. This should open up just past 90 degrees. Cool. All right, now I'm going to close it and we're going to see if everything is set correctly. Fine-tune that one a little bit. Okay, so everything works really good. We did have to make a few adjustments here. I actually slid this whole entire bracket that way about 1/8 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch. So let's give it a try. Works pretty good. I'd say it's about like garage door speed, don't you? Money. Okay, so we're gonna repeat what we did over there, and we're gonna do it over here, plus we're gonna dig that trench. Okay, so over here, we decided to move some of this equipment down just to keep the wires a little bit lower, give it a little bit of a cleaner look. Anyways, we also installed this right here. This is the Ghost Multi-Connect, and it allows you to use either Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, or remote connectivity. So I love it. You can be anywhere in the world, and you can open up these gates off your phone. So the app was really easy to install, really easy to set up. So let me just show you that real quick. So this is the Bluetooth method right here. You can see that. You can do a Wi-Fi method, and then you can do remote, which can be done from anywhere. We're going to go ahead and show you how this works. Very cool. So now I'm just going to change the connection type just for fun. This is Wi-Fi, using Wi-Fi from here to over there. Let's close it. So I went ahead and got off my Wi-Fi. So now you can see here I'm just using 5G, but my device is still using Wi-Fi. So this can be done anywhere. But I'm going to go ahead and open this up again just because it's cool. So this was much easier to set up than I thought it was going to be. Really enjoyed it. I have fun building things and putting things together. But I wanted to mention one thing, just in case you were wondering. These don't close at the exact same time, and that's just because of the angle of the driveway coming off the road and the angles of which we have this open. So if this was perfectly the same on either side with the angles that they open, these would close identically at the same time. But we really like it. Let's close it before this chicken gets out. Run, chicken. This one closes slightly faster than this side. It's not because the motor's slower, it's just because of how the setup is. Yeah, the opening width of this one is actually a little bit shorter than the opening of this one. So there's two more things that we still have to add, but we don't have everything that we need just yet. We need 2 C batteries that goes into this. This is completely wireless, which is really cool. We're going to stick it right here, which I think is pretty cool. So anybody who shows up, any guests, and they need to get in here, we can give them a key code. They can get right in here. The other thing that we need is the outdoor rated 14.2, 16.2, 18.2, whatever you need for that low voltage wire that comes from the AC transformer. We have a GFCI plug right inside the barn here. We're going to have the AC transformer plugged into that, and we're going to run our outdoor rated 16.2 to this device right here. Right now we just have it temporaried right here just to be able to run this. Everything looks really good. I really like it. I'm hoping to get this exact same setup on a driveway down here. And then that way, everything here at the barn will be secure.